Iceland, a land sculpted by volcanoes and glaciers, lies on the edge of the Arctic Circle, a living poem of fire and ice. Its landscapes are both brutal and breathtaking, where lava fields sprawl like dark oceans and waterfalls plunge with thunder into valleys carved by ancient ice. Here, the earth feels young, still shaping itself, reminding every visitor that nature is not just scenery, but a force alive and untamed. The story of Iceland begins with settlement. Around the year 874, Norse explorers led by Ingvelfur Arnarson arrived, bringing with them language, law, and sagas. They named the land Sland, a stark truth of ice-covered mountains and glaciers. For centuries, Icelanders endured isolation, harsh winters, and volcanic eruptions, yet from those struggles grew a culture deeply tied to storytelling. The sagas, written in the 13th century, preserve tales of heroes, feuds, voyages, and faith epics that today remain among the world's greatest medieval literature. In Reykjavík, the world's northernmost capital, history meets modern creativity. The Hallgrímskirkja Muskirka church rises like a basalt column, inspired by the volcanic landscapes around it. Harpa Concert Hall, with its glass facade shimmering like northern lights, hosts music that ranges from classical to avant-garde. Streets are lined with murals, cafes, and galleries, reflecting a capital that feels small but radiates global influence. Reykjavík is also the cradle of independence. In 1944, Iceland declared itself a republic here, severing centuries of Danish rule and carving a future of self-determination. Yet beyond the capital lies Iceland's true stage, its nature. The Golden Circle, a loop of natural wonders, introduces travelers to Ingvellir National Park, where tectonic plates drift apart, tearing the land open with visible rifts. Here, Iceland's first parliament, Alþingi, was founded in 930, making it one of the oldest in the world. Geyser, the hot spring that gave its name to all others, erupts with boiling water, while nearby Gullfoss cascades in two thunderous tears, a golden waterfall that roars with untamed energy. Water defines Iceland's landscapes as much as fire does. Glaciers cover about 11% of the country, vast wide expanses that feed rivers and shape valleys. Vatnajökull, the largest glacier in Europe, is a frozen kingdom of crevices and ice caves where the light turns blue and otherworldly. From its edge, icebergs calve into Jökulsárlón, a lagoon where sapphire chunks drift toward the sea, their surfaces carved into surreal sculptures by wind and waves. Seals swim among them, and at dusk the ice glows pink under the midnight sun. If glaciers are the kingdom of ice, volcanoes are the empire of fire. Iceland sits astride the mid-Atlantic ridge, where tectonic plates meet, fueling eruptions that both devastate and create. In 2010, Eyjafjallajökull sent ash clouds across Europe, grounding flights, but also reminding the world of Iceland's volcanic might. More recently, eruptions near Fagradal's Fall have drawn crowds who watch rivers of lava glowing in the night, a spectacle both dangerous and mesmerizing. But these eruptions also enrich the soil, creating green pastures where sheep graze and where Icelandic horses, small and sturdy, trot gracefully with their unique gait called talt. Geothermal energy is another gift of fire beneath the ground. Hot springs bubble across the country, offering both power and pleasure. The Blue Lagoon, with its milky turquoise water rich in minerals, has become world famous as a place of relaxation and renewal. Yet smaller, secret hot springs hide in valleys, inviting travelers to soak under the open sky, steam rising as snow falls gently around them. For Icelanders, bathing in these waters is not just leisure, but tradition, a way of connecting body and spirit with the land. The wildlife of Iceland is as unique as its terrain. Puffins, with their bright beaks, nest in sea cliffs, while Arctic foxes roam the tundra, their coats shifting color with the seasons. The surrounding seas are rich with life. Humpback whales breach dramatically, minke whales surface quietly, and orcas glide like shadows. Fishing villages, with colorful houses and drying racks of cod, carry centuries of maritime tradition, for the ocean has always been Iceland's lifeline. But perhaps nothing captures Iceland's magic like the light. In summer, the midnight sun paints the land in endless twilight, blurring the line between day and night. In winter, darkness reigns, yet the sky itself becomes a canvas. The northern lights dance in green, purple, and pink ribbons, swirling across the heavens like spirits. Icelandic culture mirrors its landscapes, stark yet vibrant, rooted yet innovative. The Icelandic language has changed little since medieval times, allowing modern readers to understand the sagas almost as they were written. Literature thrives here. Nobel laureate Halldór Laxness captured the struggles and resilience of Icelanders, while contemporary writers and musicians, from B.G. Ark to Sigur Rós, bring Icelandic creativity to global stages. Watching them is a reminder that Iceland's beauty is not confined to the land, but stretches into the sky itself. Festivals celebrate everything from Viking heritage to cutting-edge design, showing a culture that honors its past while embracing the future. Food in Iceland, once born of survival, has blossomed into modern innovation. Traditional dishes like lamb stews, rye bread baked in geothermal heat, and fermented shark Carl tell stories of endurance. Today, chefs reinterpret these traditions with creativity, turning Reykjavík into a rising culinary capital. Fresh seafood, local lamb, and foraged herbs create a cuisine that is as fresh and bold as the land itself. Yet Iceland is not without its challenges. Its small population, just over 370,000, relies heavily on tourism, fishing, and sustainable energy. Protecting fragile ecosystems while welcoming millions of visitors is a delicate balance. Climate change threatens glaciers and alters weather patterns. But Icelanders, descendants of settlers who carved lives out of lava and ice, meet challenges with innovation and resilience, just as their ancestors did. To visit Iceland is to step into a land where myth feels close to reality. Elves and hidden people are still spoken of, their presence respected in boulders and hills. Legends of trolls turning to stone at sunrise echo in jagged rock formations along the coast. These stories, whether taken literally or as metaphors, remind visitors that Iceland is not just about landscapes, it is about imagination, the bond between people and place, and the sense that the natural world is alive with spirit. From the volcanic glow of Fagradal's Fall to the icy silence of Jekyll's RLN, from the ancient sagas of Ingvellir to the modern beats of Reykjavík nightlife, Iceland is a symphony of contrasts. It is both young and ancient, harsh and nurturing, isolated and connected. And for those who journey here, it offers not only sights to see, but feelings to carry home, a sense of wonder, humility, and awe before the raw beauty of Earth itself.